Now, this is Akin Taiwo. Just call me Coach Taiwo. I'm an IELTS consultant, agreed to consult. I want to share with you 5 terrible mistakes that students make on the exam day. 5 big fuck ups that you could possibly make after preparing so much for your exam. And you need to listen to this very, very carefully because it's going to save somebody, to save you. It will ensure that you don't get to bite your fingers. It will really help you to guard against serious heartbreak on the day of examination because we have witnessed hundreds of students that have fallen into this trap, yeah, in time past, and it can really be very disheartening. So this video would really help you to ensure that you don't add to the victims, you don't add to the number of the victims, because it can be very painful that you prepare so much for an IELTS test, and just on the day of the exam you don't get to understand some very few simple things. And those things now contributed greatly to your failure. So that means it's not just the academic part alone that you need to master in your height. It's not just your preparation before the exam. You also need to understand some nitty-gritty that can affect your exam on that same day. So hit the subscribe button if you have not done that, because we'll be releasing very vital videos that will really change you, that will transform you, and that will really prepare you not just for height but for life generally. Then also share this video. Ensure that you share it. It doesn't bite, it doesn't hurt you. Just subscribe, hit the bell, and then share. Good. So let me go on from there. 5 terrible mistakes that students make on the exam day. The first mistake that anybody can make is not about being foolish. It's just probably about being careless or probably not knowing that such things are important. Yeah, we've seen tens of students make this mistake over and over, and we think that's very needful for us to put it out to you so that you don't add to that statistics. The very first one is about international passports. Yeah, international passport. As small as that is, many people make blunders around it on the day of the examination. We have seen students that are planning to go to the examination without having international passport in their hand. That might look foolish to you, but people have made that mistakes over and over. Some people have been going to the examination hall thinking they will need photocopy in their hand. Somebody, some people just say, since I have it on my phone, I can always show them on my phone. No, it doesn't work. You don't have to have it on your phone. No, you should have it in your hand because you need it for your speaking test and you also need it for the main exam, listening, reading, writing. So you must have your photocopy, your hard copy, not just photocopy, your hard copy international passport in your hand on the examination day for the speaking, and bring it again on the main day. We have had instances of a student that brought his passport on the speaking day, and he thought because he has used it on the speaking day, he will not need it on the examination day. He was also disqualified too. He had to pay extra money to reschedule the exam. So you will need it on speaking day and bring it again on the main day of the examination. That's not all. Your international passport ensure that it is still valid as at the day of examination. It may be valid while you are doing the registration. If it's not valid on the day of examination, you won't still be allowed to enter the hall. So ensure that it's valid, then ensure that it is not mutilated. We've had experiences of our student that went all the way to a very far stage to do his IELTS exam, only for somebody to mutilate his international passport the night before the exam. He was denied entrance into the examination hall. So you must ensure that your international passport is not mutilated, it's not torn, and that the data page shows your face very clearly, and that the face on the international passport is the face you are bringing to the exam hall. Let me just crack a joke a bit. I recall about 3 years ago when we just opened our office at Ibadan, at University of Ibadan. There is a particular person that went to do his exam. Our student, yeah, our student, he went for the exam and he went with an international passport. Obviously, it was his own, but he was sick that time. So the face on the international passport shows a chubby person, somebody who is fat, but the face of the person that appeared for the exam is very lean. Do you know what? He was not allowed to do the exam. He begged, he cried, he called us, we called the exam body. They did not allow him to do the exam. They were asking him to go and do court affidavit, to go and do medical days, to go and just prove that he's the one. But that day of examination, he was denied. To ensure that the face on the international passport matches with your face. So work on that very well. That's very, very, very important for your examination. You cannot joke with your international passport when preparing for your exam. So don't forget it at home. In fact, the most important thing you need to go to the examination with is your international passport. People ask us, what do I even need to go to the examination with? The most important document, the international passport. Your registration documents have gone ahead of you. So the exam body knows your details before you are going to the exam. They have it already. So it's your international passport that you will use to claim the details with them to ensure that you have it intact in your hand. Because if you don't have it, you're not going to be permitted to enter the examination hall. So please have it. Even if you don't have pencil, if you don't have Bible, if you don't have writing material, they will provide that for you. But nobody can improvise international passport for you that day. So that's the first thing you should take note. The second thing you should take note about your examination is punctuality. Punctuality is not just the soul of business. Punctuality is also the soul of success on your high exam day. So you need to understand the social architecture of the place you live. In a place like Nigeria, there are Saturdays that they declare war against indiscipline and Saturdays for sanitation. So if you are in Nigeria or any other African country or any other place in the world, ensure that you understand how transport is on the day of your examination. In fact, if possible, go to check the venue of the examination a day before to be sure that you can actually have a good estimate of the distance between where you are lodging and the exam venue, because if you don't know that, you may underestimate the journey and you may get late. Yeah, it has happened before. There is somebody who was to go to do IELTS in United Kingdom, that was London, and she left her place and she got there late. So you need to understand that this happens to people over and over. So please be intentional to ensure that you've planned around the transport system a day before your examination, and to ensure that there are no activities, social activities going on in your environment, in your state, in your location that can affect movement on the day of your examination. Check the date very well. Ask people around. If possible, relocate or move close to where your exam venue is to ensure that you are there at least an hour before the stipulated time. We have had instances of our students going to the examination hall late and they were denied entrance. That was the time that it was probably around 1 p.m. I was just thinking of getting congratulatory message from our student who has just finished her exam, and she called me telling me she was not allowed to do the exam. Come and see the heartbreak. It was just so nasty. She had to pay extra money to defer the exam, and she was so much prepared for this exam. Imagine if she had a deadline, it would have been very, very disastrous. So please take note of punctuality. Another thing you should also take note is your health. You cannot underestimate this this issue. And in talking about it, I cannot also overestimate it. I cannot overemphasize it. Rather, it's very important. Your health is not just your wealth. Your health is your success on the examination day. And when I say your health, I'm not saying big issues like sickle cell. I'm not saying probably big issues like diabetics. I'm not saying big issues like probably you're having high blood pressure. Those ones are also very important. You should take note of them. But I'm talking about very simple thing as stomach ache. Stomach ache can affect your mental stability, can affect your precision, can affect your attention. It can affect your cognition on the day of examination. Yeah, when you're having headache or probably stomach ache, it will not allow you to pass a module like listening very well. Yes. So we've had instances of a student who went to Lagos to do her exam, and she ate beans over the night and she was stooling over and over. She had to be frequenting the toilet about 2, 3 times before the exam was over. Obviously, she already had a sentence of failure. So please, please, and please work on yourself. Understand your nature. Understand what you can eat, that can affect you the next day. Even on the day of examination, there are folks that will go all the way and they would probably drink too much water on that day and they'll be urinating over and over in the examination hall. You can't do that for a module like listening because if you are having if you are pressed during listening module, it's going to affect your attention span. So please work on yourself. Please understand yourself. Check your diet. Eat light a night before. And probably if you need to eat in the morning, don't drink too much tea. Just take little tea and a biscuit, or probably little tea and a bread, something that is light that will allow you to your brain to pick some glucose and that will not stress your digestive system too much. It's very, very important for the day of examination. Your health is important. So that means you take good. In fact, I advocate to students once it's a day to your examination, you don't have to do so much stress for your exam again. You need to eat, you need to relax, you need to just probably listen to TED talk, listen to podcast because there's hardly so much effort that could be placed into success again when it's just few hours to. It's not like you are doing a knowledge based test. No, IELTS is not a knowledge based test. It's a skill based test. So they are testing skills, and skills require time for mastery. So you must have put in time of preparation, not just crash practice. And you just think, oh, probably there's something I'll just go and read now that will come out the next moment. No, IELTS doesn't work like that. IELTS is a test of English skills, and skills need times of preparation for you to hone it to perfection. So please don't stress yourself too much so that having prepared, you will not get so wearied, you will not get so mentally exhausted on the day of your examination. And as I said, watch your diet. Watch your diet. Then the third mistakes that students make, or the third thing that can make Nigeria to happen to you, as people now say it now, as the popular cliche says, is change of exam date and details. Now, there are about three details that could be changed about your exam. The venue of your exam could be changed. The format of your speaking test could be changed from in person to video or video to in person. And then they could also change the timing. They could change the venue, the format. So ensure that you put an eye on your inbox to be sure that you are in tune with the current date of your exam. Not just only your inbox. Please hear this very well. Check your spam. Check your spam to be sure that the emails have not been dispersed into that aspect. If you have not permitted it to go to the primary, so please check to be sure that it's not lodging in your spam, because there are people that will tell you, I've not seen email, and they've sent the email, the email has gone straight to their spam. So ensure that you allow emails from British Council or IDP, as the case may be, to enter your primary source. Yes, so that you can get directly on your inbox. And if you cannot do that, then check through your menus to go and check the spam of your Gmail or Yahoo Mail to be sure that you are not missing any details out. This can be very disheartening. Oh, we have witnessed a lot of tears with students before, when students get to do exam and then they have missed out their speaking test day, or probably they have missed out the venue, and they have to be running from places to places, take bike early in the morning, jumping from venue to venue, and some of them end up getting late and they won't allow them to enter the examination hall again. So it's very, very important that you take note of that. Then you need to drop the fourth thing, the fifth thing rather, which is fear. Oh, fear has been said to be false experience appearing real. As simple as fear is, fear can frustrate your life. Fear can intimidate you. Fear can sentence you into self-sponsored bondage. So work on yourself. Be sure that you don't allow fear to affect you. Be sure that you don't allow fear to actually shortchange you. Be sure that you don't allow fear to cheat you on that day of the examination, because fear can actually affect your health. Fear can make you to start to have trepidations. You could be having heartbeat, like fast beat on the day of examination. In fact, fear can even allow you to start running stool. I've had instances of one of our students that was going to toilet about 7, 10 times a day before our IELTS exam because of fear. So fear can make all of these four mistakes to happen to you. Yes, out of fear, anxiety, and worry, you could even forget your important documents. So tell yourself you can do it. Yeah, because if you believe you can, you are right. If you believe you cannot, then you are also right. Success starts and failure starts not on the exam day, start from your mind. Your mind is the workshop of your destiny. You need to be intentional to guard it. Yes, so guard it towards this exam. Don't allow fear, don't allow intimidation, don't allow other people's experiences of failure in high to become your own reality, because you can't define your own reality. We at Grace Edu Consult believe that you have what it takes to pass this exam, and we are always here. We are ready to help you. You can reach out to us on our Instagram, on our Facebook. You can reach out to us on LinkedIn at graceeduconsult.com, and even on our website www.graceeduconsult.com. We are always ready to help you out in any way that you want, so that you can pass this IELTS at the sitting. So if this video has blessed you, please share it with friends, subscribe to our channel so that other beneficial videos can get to you right on time. Thank you once again. This is Coach Taiwo. I will come your way the next time. Bye.